What's up boys, we got Ragnarok, the Apocalypse of the Gods, chapter 18 here. The truth about the conclusion between the fourth fight, Morrigan and Nezha, has been revealed. As many of you know, the previous chapter concluded with Morrigan absolutely destroying Nezha, where it did not look good at all for the Chinese gods. All of his limbs are no longer there, but now chapter 18 has revealed absolute insanity. First up, Morrigan after this moment believes she has won the battle, like the majority of us fans, while Nezha seemingly lies broken on the ground. This is where we have the arrival of Sun Wukong, who is watching silently from like the side of the arena, sensing something strange. This is where it happens, the battle is not over. Nezha seemingly rises, with his body beginning to reassemble. Based on the summary provided by the leakers so far, I'm not sure whether this is his limbs regenerating or the various scraps around the arena coming back to his original body, similar to like Majin Buu from Dragon Ball. But we have Morrigan approaching, which results in Nezha stabbing her through the torso with a reconstructed weapon. So as his body is reformed, his weapon also does the same thing, and he lands a major blow on Morrigan here, something that results in the crowd to explode in shock. This is where I also believe we get these panels, the reactions and updates from the losing fighters in the Apocalypse so far. Suzaku has already healed quite a bit from his injuries against Indra. Prometheus is now walking around, big updates in regards to him, and Ra may absolutely be cooked. I still believe he's going to survive, but bro is not going to be conscious for quite some time, particularly after the damage he sustained during his battle against Kukulane. But coming back to Nezha, this is where he activates his final form, or as the translators claim, his hidden trump card. Code limit release, Ashura form, his limbs begin to multiply, rings appear, and his aura erupts. This is his transformation we see on screen right here. So I'm not gonna lie, bro kinda looks alien-like with this transformation, but I quite enjoy it. It's pretty badass and very unique compared to most other transformations and evolutions we've seen from gods in the Ragnarok story, particularly with this being his canon color scheme on screen right here, the metallic blue. I'm not sure if that changes in this transformation. If I had to place my bets, I would say no. However, noting that the name is the Ashura form, it could have a reddish tint, I wouldn't be surprised, but we're not going to know the truth about that for quite some time. This is the canon color scheme of both fighters at the current minute, so let me know your thoughts on that down below as we break down what actually happens during the continuation of their fight here. Remember, Morrigan has seemingly been stabbed through the torso. So we learned that his regeneration is absolutely insane in this transformation, and of course more powerful than ever before, making Morrigan rage out as she feels humiliated, attacking with a fury of blows. But this is where we learn that Nezha during his Ashura form is able to overwhelm this fury of strikes with various counter strikes of his own, throwing her, crushing her guard, and sending crazy shockwaves around the arena, highlighting that when entering this transformation, bro is without a doubt a monster, which is very good to see. I do have the question and concern of whether he had this transformation for his Sun Wukong fight in the past. If I had to place my bets, I would say no, and it was more so something he created after that battle for their potential rematch, his, as it's claimed here, trump card. But we see that Nezha's body is beginning to crack. This is due to the power of this transformation being fueled by his own life and vitality, meaning the longer he uses this Ashura form, the closer he is getting to death, to absolute destruction, sacrificing himself as Wukong realizes, highlighting once again to me he didn't have this transformation back during their original battle, and similar to most gods in the main Record of Ragnarok series, their transformations are a double-edged sword, or similar to a lot of the humans as well, a limiting factor and unfortunate factor that comes with great power in the Record of Ragnarok series. But we see that Nezha, regardless of this cracking and him getting closer to sacrificing himself, he is refusing to stop, not giving up by any means. His regeneration is keeping him alive, highlighting to me that either Morrigan is landing some attacks of her own, or maybe he's relying on his regeneration to keep him going, as the insane power in this form is destroying him from within as well. Absolutely wild stuff. With him continuing to use previous abilities we had explained in the other chapters, such as turning Morrigan's destructive energy into his own power to land on Morrigan, apparently igniting his own fists with this power. Absolute insanity. With Morrigan noticing Nezha's body beginning to crumble, highlighting that she is insanely durable as expected. Noticing that Nezha isn't someone that's going to give up and screams to him to keep on going. She's enjoying this battle. Absolutely goated mad lad level stuff. With both fighters preparing their strongest and final attack of the battle, similar to the ending of Indra vs Aku, where this is the end of the chapter with Nezha charging forward with his life-burning fist technique, and Morrigan seemingly unleashing her full power and all-out punch, highlighting that the winner will 100% be revealed in next month's chapter 19, with myself predicting it's still going to be Morrigan, but much closer than a lot of people expected right here. But who knows, maybe Nezha will shock everyone with a great sacrifice in a sense. Maybe a draw with both of them being defeated. That would change things up quite a bit and give Indra maybe a chance in the later rounds against Kukulane or Sun Wukong, whoever wins between those two. However, I'm still betting on Morrigan and am somewhat disappointed that we don't get more explanation of her ability, or she doesn't seem to have a unique ability of her own, just a crazy powerful and durable brute. But these are all the leaks we've gotten for Record of Ragnarok, the Apocalypse of the Gods so far. The leaks for the Record of Ragnarok main series should be coming soon, which is a double chapter this month. Absolutely goated stuff. So make sure you subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss out on that. A video will be coming very soon.